What up, folks? I am Ultrazilla. Today I have a review of the Mattel Hammond Collection Baryonx. That's alright, my zillions. We got another Hammond Collection here. Little sooner than anticipated, because I found them at one of my Targets. And I was very happy about that because this guy was a little delayed on my initial order from Amazon. So I'm really glad to have found them in store. I do have at the time of this opening recording, the Parry Clodus? I don't remember how I said it right now. On his way from Amazon, though, that one did ship, so I left that one. It was there. It was there as well. They both look really cool. I really like this packaging. It's really slick. I love the embossed Jurassic Park skeleton there. Back looks really cool. It's just a nice design overall. It's really, really well done. I like this packaging way better than the Amber collection, which the Hammond collection is taking the place of as far as a new collector's line. However, these are in the 1/18 scale. Amber was in the 1/12 scale. That's all fine and good. However, my first review of Dr. Malcolm and the Velociraptor ended up not going so well. Didn't really care for them overall. Will this change my mind? Well, let's do the review and find out. And here's the Baryonx out of the packaging, and at first glance, it looks really nice, doesn't it? Well, we're gonna get into that. However, let's do articulation first, because that's pretty good. The mouth opens like so. The head, the top jaw moves and the bottom jaw moves, so that's good. And then you got neck articulation at the top of the neck and at the bottom of the neck, and that works really nice. Hinge swivel here at the shoulder. Same thing at the elbow. Nothing in the wrist as we saw with the Raptor. That's the big difference between the Amber stuff. Was that. Then the legs can only come out a little bit. Of course, they rotate a little bit clicky, which is decent. Hinge and a swivel here at the knee, at the forelimb here. I don't know, is that what it's called? And then what is that joint called? I forget. And then at the foot, so it rocks and it does all that. The tail has a bendy wire in it and a ball joint up in there. I really like how they did the tails. They are like keyed, so it locks in really, really nicely. And to get it out, you'd have to turn it to the proper section. I don't know if I'll be able to take it out again. But maybe one of these days I'll have to show you with the tail out. But bendy wire in the tail is helpful. Fine. So the articulation, it's pretty good. It's not like super articulated good. It's on that border, right? Like between super and basic, it's a little bit in between, so it's pretty good, I'd say. I'd almost call it super articulated. You probably could get away with that. So this guy stands pretty good. He doesn't come with a stand. These Hammond collection do not come with a stand. Another difference between that and the Amber. Now I gotta say though, this guy was $20, and so is the Parasaurolophilus, whatever. And the price difference isn't much, I would say. Yes, he's a little bit bigger, but I mean, the Raptor, about the same size. The pricing, I don't know. I don't know if the pricing is as discounted as you would think. Those little figures, sure. But these guys, I guess so. I guess if this was Amber, it would be bigger and be more expensive. So yeah, I guess so. I like the sizing of these guys, for sure. I think it's really nice looking. For the size, really, solid for the size. The plastic quality, I think, is pretty good, so that's good. And the proportions on this guy are really nice. So I said he has no stand, but he stands okay. You know, sometimes if you go a little forward, he's going to fall over a bit. So you do have to get a little creative. And I would say that could be a little bit stronger on first click to help out. But it is not. But that's okay. What's not okay is this. So let's talk about this right now. How does this happen? This is two-tone here. This is purplish, like a purplish gray, and this is a very light one. And now up here at the neck, it's on the reverse side. How does that happen? Now there's a lot of breaks in the paint, and you know what? I set it as a fault for the Raptor, but I'm feeling like the breaks. I'm going to go back on that a little bit with the breaks in the paint because that's kind of realistic as far as skin tone. So, you know what? I don't mind that as much. I know why it's happening because the way they're applying the paint is creating that. It's not done on purpose, but I'm less concerned with that than the two different colors. And it just painted so haphazardly. Like, you can tell, you see how this goes all the way to the side here. Over here, what is that hole? Like, how does this happen? So that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad paint QC, unfortunately. I don't think that's good at all. From the two-toneness to that, to just like the breaks in the paint, and the excess paint that's just like flipping out, just like, you know, flecking out. I meant to say flecking. Outwards like that. I don't think that's very good. So that's really disappointing, and the way it's applied just kind of kills the sculpt along here. So very, very bad. Do not like that at all. And as you can see, you know, how it's applied here isn't any better along the line. And I'll just show you, once you get to the tail, like, you get that color thing going on again. So yeah, you can't do that. It does not look good at all. Very, very disappointing because, to be honest, I didn't have much problems with the ones I reviewed in the Amber collection. Those were pretty good. It's supposed to be a collector's line. This is anything but. This is really bad. And then you see breaks in the paint here? That's bad too. Like, I could let it go if it's like little ones, but big ones like that, that's not so hot. Huh, yeah, it's not good, guys. It's not. The tail, this black here, it is haphazardly applied as well, but, you know, you want to call that nature, fine. That is less egregious. I think the sculpt is pretty good along the back there. As you can see, a little ridge here looks pretty good. Up to the neck. The black is fine. Again, that's fine. It's just the highlighting here is pretty bad. And, you know, I mean, if you want to say it's all nature, that's being way too much of an apologist, in my opinion. It's not good. And, you know, for what's supposed to be a collector's line, it shouldn't be like that, guys. It really shouldn't. This leg looked pretty good as far as the sculpt. Sculpt is great. There's no doubt about it. Sculpt is really good. You got some legalese in there. Feet look all right. Paint there looks pretty good. The nails, paint on those nails look pretty good. Sculpt work is decent. He's got some nice calves. Did not skip leg day for sure. He should eat a little more though, because look at those ribs, man. They're sticking out. But it looks good. The ribs look good. Nice sculpt. Arms, the smaller arms look pretty good. It's got some nice detail. The nails are painted pretty decently. I like this like dark brown for the nails. I like that a lot, actually. They look really nice. I will say the plastic between the bendy plastic and the regular plastic is not so far off from each other that it's like off-putting. And that's pretty good because sometimes this kind of rubbery plastic ends up being a much different color, and it's really not that far off, and I like it. The sculpted work on it is pretty decent too, so that's good. That is very, very good. The neck looks pretty decent, as I was saying, except for that ugly paint. And then the head sculpt is good. I do like the head sculpt. The eyes are really nice. I like that, like, metallic blue under his eyes. That looks really good. Very reptilian. Really, really cool. The long snout looks pretty good. The teeth, yeah, it's got some excess paint coming down here. Can I just scratch that off? The teeth look decent, though. Yeah, that's fine. The inside of the mouth looks good. Nice sculpt there. Nice colors. This eye looks really nice, too. This is what it looks like from the top. That looks pretty good. Yeah, you see how the top, it looks like it's gradiated into the plastic? I like that. They didn't do that anywhere else, though, and that kind of hurts it. It just looks like badly applied paint. So that's a bummer, guys. The paint on this guy is a serious bummer because he looks really good. Can mileage vary? Absolutely. You might get a much better painted one than this. But gotta call it like I see it. And unfortunately, the paint is killing this one for me. For your size comparisons, here is the Baryonx with the rest of the Hammond collection out so far, with Dr. Ian Malcolm and the Para and the Velociraptor, along with the Amber Velociraptor. You can see the size scaling is so much different, and a couple of Beasts of the Mesozoic. So we kept it all in that very articulated dinosaur realm. And my final thoughts, well, the good. The sculpt is really nice. The articulation's pretty decent as well. But the bad is really bad. The paint on the body is really, really, really bad. This figure makes me want to curse on camera, and I don't do that on the channel. It's really frustrating because it could be an awesome Baryonx, and it's just not, you know, because of the paint. It's so poor. I cannot believe that this got out like that. It's just so bad. I know QC checks are very, very tough right now, but I hope this is not a portent for things to come in the next couple of years, because this is really not great, and it's bringing down the line a little bit. I had some issues with the Raptor paint as well as Dr. Malcolm, and he doesn't even have that much paint, so far, not so good. 3 for 3, bad on paint, but I don't know, it's a really great sculpt. I'm definitely going to be playing around with it. You know, am I going to repaint it? Probably not, but it is really nice. I do like what this line has to offer from the dino, so we'll see how the power turns out and how the future of the line does as well. But for now, that's my review. Hope you dug it. Let me know your thoughts down below, and please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Check me out on Facebook and Instagram. Stay safe. Till next time. Peace out, peeps.